Exactly.
Yeah, I want to pick your brain a little bit more on that, Valentin, because well, we ourselves, at Roxxon, as you probably know, we're building the Bitcoin capital markets. So basically, we believe, as of course you do, that Bitcoin capital markets are already a reality because the treasury companies out there, like Capital B, have been leading this movement of Bitcoin as not only as an idle product that can do a lot on its own, but on building up above it financial instruments and leveraging uh, in different ways, to accumulate Bitcoin and to do more with those Bitcoins, right? So we're big fans of this. We're big believers on this. I wanted to understand, Valentin, with all that what you were mentioning, like, what do you think are the next steps in this market in terms of, what do you think the most important products will become? What do you think where do you think the trend goes? And yeah, just happy to hear your thoughts.
So I think on and on, this will be a combination of two, because most of the analysis that I see on X and other mediums are talking about one product and not its relationship with the whole ecosystem. So on and on, I think that obviously the most exciting, let's say, line of products today, and that links with what I said about the GP, Goldman, and so on and so forth, is Bitcoin-backed credits. Because obviously this has the power of amplification and of producing, I mean, virtually infinite BTC yield, and on a very protective approach, as you have seen, and I know that's been discussed last week, but strategy having a USD reserve to cut the Fed on the ability to pay the coupons, even if I mean the machine is so strong that it just had to have a 1% growth to cover all the dividends. But then obviously you need to also to reassure the institutions. But what I can see is obviously Bitcoin-backed credit being very important in the space. But what I will add, and what's something that I do not see often on X, is the relationship with the common stock, because obviously, and you have seen this in fact this afternoon. Michael announced that Strategy had raised close to $1 billion, and most of it in the common equity. And so you have really to understand that while the preferred shares convert Bitcoin-backed credit into BTC net asset value, that ultimately benefits the common stockholder, and that generates also MNAV, which is then in sense converted into BTC net asset value through common shares and through equity sale. And I think that's, a brilliant engineering machine where you can see that, it's not only about Bitcoin by credit. Bitcoin by credit only exists because it evolves in an ecosystem with the common share that is strong, that is backed by, in the case of Strategy, by hundreds of thousands of BTC, and that has the power to generate a premium that is, aggressively converted into net asset value. So both not only coexist but alimент themselves.
Yeah, it's like a virtuous cycle there, which is amazing. It's a beautiful fly.